Well, what I like to do is, and it's a joke, but I say, there are two spiritual practices. And the first one is you breathe in and you breathe in and you breathe in and you breathe in and you don't breathe out. You just keep breathing in because that's what you do. You keep breathing in, you keep breathing in, and then your lungs pop, you know. Or then the other spiritual practice is no, I'm going to breathe out and I just breathe out and I breathe out and I'm not going to breathe in because I'm too busy breathing out and I'm just going to keep breathing out. And then you faint because you have no oxygen. Obviously, these are both absurd. That the reality is that for the human body to be nurtured and nourished, we have to breathe in clean air and breathe out, the carbon dioxide, the air that no longer serves us. The contemplative practice really works in a similar way. The breathing in is the practices that we do to nurture ourselves. And yes, I would say Lectio Divina, centering prayer, Ignatian prayer, the Rosary, Liturgy of the Hours, all of these can, on one level, not the only level, but on one level, be very self nurturing. And that's probably why some people feel like they don't have time for it. It's like, I have time to take care of everybody but myself. It's a common problem. And so, you know, the analogy there might be like working at the gym. It's like, I don't have enough time to work at the gym. And I will admit, I will confess, that was me for many years. And then suddenly I was in my 50s and I had gained a lot of weight, and I, was suddenly this chubby little guy. And I'm going to tell a story on myself. So I went to my confessor one time and he was a retired priest and he and I were buddies. And I was just telling him, that I had just I think I was wearing earbuds. And I said, "Oh yeah, I just bought these earbuds. They were expensive. They were like $300, but I really, I travel a lot and I need them on the airplane." Blah. And he was like, "Oh, that's great. That's wonderful." So during the sacrament, and he just asks me, he says, "Well, how is your, how's your self-care? How's your physical care? You been to the gym lately?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I don't go to the gym." And I said, "I can't really afford the gym." That's what I said to him. And he said, "No, but you can afford $300 earbuds."